Hello, my Jedi friends. Today I bring you three free Jedi mind tricks to cut bullshit out of your life. To cut bullshit, you will cut bullshit out of your life. Well, we're going to phase it out of your life. We're going to do it in phases, folks. So I'm just going to give you a set of tools today. Now, rather than a complete set of tools that will do everything for you, we're going to do little stages at a time. We're going to test how ready you are to feel better. That might sound crazy. You might think, of course, I'm ready to feel better, Adam. Well, wait until you hear what I have to say. The necessary evils that will come, and there'll be evils, folks, because they will go against the grain of how you roll effectively. So I've talked about my target audience is mainly healers, empaths, light workers, and some people don't know what that means. So let's discuss this. People that are drawn to my content are people, let's take all those labels away and let's just call it people that give a shit. People that give a shit. And you've given a shit most of your life and you've realized it's got you nowhere. It's got you a lack of acknowledgement. It's got you people not appreciating what you've done. It's probably reached a point now because of the way that we are in the timeline, in the matrix, in the way that the planet is evolving at the moment, probably brought you to a place where you're feeling increasing frustration, increasing anger, increasing isolation. And this is categorized by falling out of love in your relationships with your family and possibly some within your friend circle. What's happening, folks? You've gone from people pleasing to waking up. People pleasing to waking up. This process is really uncomfortable, folks, for you people pleasers out there. Really uncomfortable. But the good news is, if you're feeling that discomfort at the moment, it means you're waking up. Because people pleasing will draw us empaths, healers, light workers, good people. It will draw us to situations that we'd rather not be in, where we selflessly give our time. And what you've realized after a lifetime out of it is that you're not getting much back. You're investing in a Ponzi scheme, folks. You're investing in people that don't know. They know how to take, but they don't know how to give. And there reaches a point in your life where you just think, fuck this. What about me? What about me? Well, what about you, folks? That is what I'm going to give you today, is all about you. It's all about you taking control of your energy. It's all about you feeling better. And it's all about you getting comfortable saying no to stuff, folks. This is the hard part for the people I'm talking to. For you, my friend, saying no to people. So the first Jedi mind trick, and it really is, this is so powerful. If you do this, folks, this is game changing on its own. And this is a process called a feng shui. Now, our phone is a little bit like our computers. Over time, it gets filled full of crap that slows it down and makes things inefficient. Bugs, viruses, folks, viruses get into the hardware. And your viruses are in your phone list right now. Oh, really? I program them in and I can take them out. And the beauty of this, folks, is that you can remove this virus without having any ramifications to the system except positive ones. Now, usually with your computer, if a virus gets in it, you've got to buy a new computer. This is your mind. Your phone is different. I'm going to tell you what the virus is. The virus is all of those numbers that you've added of people that do not serve you, that add no value in your life. And people who you've got in your phone, you probably don't even realize why. And what we're going to talk about here is everybody. If their name was to flash up now and a call was incoming, how would you feel on a scale of 1 to 10? Some people would make you think, oh, great, it's brilliant. You'd feel an energy rush. Oh, look, it's my friend phoning me. Great. You know that there's going to be a 10 out of 10. You know that you always feel good speaking to that person. You know that you feel uplifted energetically when that number just flashes on your screen. Now, bear in mind, this is before you've even answered, because there's a track record, there's a history. There is. You know what you're going to get, give or take. And even in the worst case scenario, somebody of that energy, even if they are in a bad place, you're happy to help them. So it's all good. if that name flashes up. And the other side of this equation, folks, are, and I find these are very common, exes, ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends. You keep them in your phone. You've fallen out of love. They're probably a 1 or a 2 on the scale. You hate them, but you love them. You love to hate them. You don't want to delete them. Just in case. I need to know if they called, just in case. The amount of stuff I hear about people that keep numbers of low energy people in their phone, it's not good. It's not serving you. So you're going to go through your phone. You're going to rate everyone on a scale of 1 to 10. Their name flashed up now. How would you feel? Now, I use 7 as a litmus test for me. If they're a 7 or above, they stay on the phone. If they're below 7, they get deleted. They get deleted. A phone shui, folks. Clear the energy. Clear the energy. Like incense. Like a feng shui master in your house, clearing all the crap out of the way. That's what you're doing on your phone now. Now, you're going to feel resistance when you do this exercise because of some programming that you've told yourself. And some people, I've grilled people on this, and some of the reasons they use, oh, I couldn't delete that person, or I'd need to know if it was them that was phoning. We're going to install a new rule in your life, folks. You're not going to answer any number that you don't recognize. There's scammers, there's spammers, there's trollers out there, folks. And if somebody's phoning you and it's important, they will leave a message and you can call them straight back. Yeah, really? That simple, Adam? It is that simple. It's that simple, folks. Do your feng shui and your energy will change because you are deleting the useless junk, the low energy entities that you're keeping drawn on your hard drive, your phone hard drive. Get rid of them, folks. Get rid of them. This is straight out the Jedi book. Delete it. You'll feel better. Delete, 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 delete. Now, if it's someone that's on the fence, you maybe haven't spoken to them for a couple of years, but you've not been in touch. You're not necessarily feeling no energy for them, but they're there on your phone just in case. Well, I'm going to suggest you delete them as well. Clear energy. If you were meant to get back in touch with you, they'll get back in touch with you. And this is a good exercise, folks. Get rid of them. Get rid of the junk. Get rid of the low energy. Get rid of people who are not in your network now. And not in your network. So there you go, folks. That's your first one. And this one's a really, really strong one. Now, the second thing, the second Jedi mind trick that I'm going to give you for this is a really simple one. But if you do this, folks, it's game changing. Most empaths, most people, forget the empath thing. Most people, we never switch off. We're always available. We're always accessible to others. The age of mobile phones means anyone can get us anytime. Now, do you switch your phone off at night? There's a first big one, or at least put it on flight mode. Who wants to be contacted during the night? And you might say yourself, well, it could be an emergency. It could be someone I love having an emergency in the middle of the night. No, your sleep is really important, folks. If something terrible happens when you're asleep, which is the worst case scenario, well, there's probably nothing you can do about it anyway, folks. There's nothing that won't wait a few hours. Now, you could play the worst case scenario. What if something terrible happened? Well, could happen, folks. And people have got by for eternity with not having instantly flagged systems like mobile phones to contact them. But here's something really important. Your sleep is important. Your sleep is important to your life. And especially if you're not a great sleeper, you don't want to give anyone an opportunity to disturb you when you're asleep. So this is a big one as well, folks. Switch off your phone when you're sleeping, or at least put it on flight mode. Stop allowing other people to infringe on your downtime. And speaking of which, another supplement to this Jedi mind trick is each day to put time aside where it's just you, where you can't be contacted. And if that's time to do a meditation, to sit down, to do stew breathing exercises, to get one of the videos off this channel and do one of the energy exercises, which will make you feel better, put that time aside and do not let anybody disturb you during that time. Nobody, folks. Start putting your time first. Your time is premium. You have to value your own time to value your life. If other people are to value you, you need to value you first. And the way that you do that is to create time for you that is untouchable. Untouchable, folks. That's what you'll be if you do these Jedi mind tricks. Be untouchable. Even if it's 5 minutes, if you're uncomfortable with this concept, every day, 5 minutes, phone off. Or we're on flight mode. I'm going to do a meditation. I'm going to do breathing exercises. I'm going to take time out. I'm going to go for a little walk. I'm going to stretch my legs. Whatever it is you do, take time out. I'd suggest longer, but you might want to start with a smaller amount of time just to get used to this, folks. Just to get used to it. So you're now creating space. You're valuing your own time. This is a very Jedi thing to do. This is how you take back your power. This is how you cut bullshit out of your life, folks. You start putting your own needs first through necessity because you'll feel better. Here's the paradox. A lot of people, you might be thinking, oh, I couldn't be so selfish. What if someone needed me? Well, what if you need to do this? What if you need to do this to feel better? What if you need to do this to feel empowered? You will feel a lot more powerful by switching that off switch and saying no to everything, even if it's for 5 minutes a day, folks. Having me time is really, really important. And the third Jedi thing, Jedi mind trick to cut bullshit out of your life. A lot of us have guilt because it's so busy. Our lives are so busy. So much goes on, folks. So much goes on. And what I found that certainly people are putting on a bit of weight at the moment. That's a big issue for a lot of people, folks. The weight just creeps on slowly. We comfort eat. We've talked about spiritual weight gain. I've got videos on this. I suggest you look them up. If this is you, folks, we've shown how taking on board energy, being empathic and giving a shit can actually cause physical weight gain. It's the mindset and the energy that's involved. And this is way more than just about eating and counting calories, folks. I covered this in other videos. So it's really important for you, once or twice a week, maybe every day, it depends. Start with a commitment that's an absolute no-brainer. Just take yourself out for a little walk, folks. Little walk. And if you do the energy exercises I talk about, it will amplify. Even if it's just a discipline to go to the shop every day, there's a few minutes walk down the road. Just keep mobile, folks. Keep mobile. Because it's all too easy to get stuck in a rut and to stop. If you don't use it, you lose it. And walking is nature's perfect exercise because it's low impact on the body. And it burns your calories, folks. It keeps you supple. It will keep the weight down. Small steps. Small steps. So you've now got it. Now, there's nothing there that's too difficult to implement, folks, but will you do it? Will you do it? This really is. You will feel better if you do these things, folks. And they're all simple. They're all so simple to do. So there is your Jedi checklist. Your Jedi checklist, folks. That's what you're going to do. Give yourself a feng shui. Start making your sleep time uninterruptible. Give yourself a few minutes a day and schedule in a couple of walks. Small things, folks, easy to do. They will amplify your energy. They'll amplify your mood. You will feel better through doing this. And they're all incredibly simple to implement in your life because you are the most important person in your life And you need to start treating yourself that way. You need to start creating premium time that's for you. You deserve your undivided attention for certain periods during the day, folks. Do not allow yourself to be distracted. Do not submit your time to other people, especially when you're doing stuff that's important, and you'll feel better. And you feeling better, ironically, will mean you'll have more to give to everybody else for the rest of the time that you schedule out, that you're not scheduling out. So there you go, my Jedi friends, my Padwans, my Jedi Knights, my Jedi Masters in the making. You will feel better. You will cut out the bullshit, and you will feel wonderful if you do this and you sustain it in your schedule. So, folks, if you're watching this and you are not already subscribed to the channel, I strongly suspect that it's in your best interest if you do. So give this video a bit of love. By all means, leave your comments, folks, if there's anything you want to ask me about this or share, or if you want to stay accountable and do stuff, then do that. There's another video there, should you wish that. And go out and feel better. Go out and do these things. And my Jedi friends, may the Force be with you.